Hello everybody, hope you're well. Once again, welcome to Let's Talk More with Cllr. Today my studio guest is Lord Mayor of Leicester, Councillor Deepak Bajaj. We're going to have a conversation with him. He came to the UK, age of 3. And let's find out more. Stay tuned, Let's Talk More with Cllr. Welcome to Let's Talk More. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Not seen you for a good few months.
I know it has been a very tough 18 months we've had in Leicester, unfortunately, due to COVID.
Councillor Deepak, we've known you for many years, very well-known personality in the community. But before we start your new role, appointed as Lord Mayor of Leicester City, just tell us a bit about yourself. And I believe you born in India and moved into the UK age of 3?
That's right, yes. I was born in Delhi to my father and mother and the founder of Bajaj Hosieries, my granddad, Cllr Bajaj. We moved at the age of 3 to Leicester, and that's where I've been all my life.
Born in Delhi?
Yes, indeed.
New Delhi?
New Delhi.
Since you've been back to Delhi?
I have a couple of times, around 3 or 4 times.
Between Delhi and Leicester, what do you see in the common?
Apart from the pollution, everything's just the same. Very friendly people, people with big hearts, whether you're in Delhi, whether you're in Leicester, very welcoming. And the hospitality is always there, whether you go to Delhi or you come to Leicester.
Age of 3, came into Leicester, growing up in Leicester. Which part of Leicester you grew up in? Where you school? Where you graduated?
I grew up in Belgrave, good old Golden Mile, attended Catherine Juniors, went to Rishamede School, Wigston College, went to Gateway, Wigston, then DMU.
Everyone in childhood or where they grow up, they have a dream. And especially in an Asian family, every parents want to see their kids, they want to see the accountant, lawyer, or just kind of very different kind of job. What's your dream was?
Well, growing up, from the age of around 9, 10, I used to have neighbours asking me, they used to come over and used to ask me, oh, could you help me fill out this form? And I used to do that, you know, and my mum would always bring our neighbours and people, the new arrivals or people with language barriers and stuff, or couldn't read or write proper English, used to come over and sort of like say, oh, you know, would you ask your son or would you fill out a form for us? And I used to do that all the while. So I just always wanted to be a person to help out somebody, because mum always said, you know, everybody goes out there to make the money, to a living, which is obviously needed in this world, but go out there and help somebody. If you help a person, say today, you know, try to help 2 people tomorrow. You know, and that's what led to one thing and the other. And I started started becoming a little bit popular at a very young age, being very friendly and sort of like started attending local community meetings where people were helped or advised. It was our local MP, Keith Faz at that time. I used to start going to surgeries, and I still remember sitting at the surgeries or going with somebody because they couldn't speak much of an English because it wasn't their first language, and just explaining to Keith, and one thing led to the other, and I sort of started interacting a bit more with the local communities.
How are you going to describe love of Leicester?
Like I mentioned, it's, you know, people in Leicester are very, very, very welcoming. You know, the hospitality is very good. And my love for Leicester, it's just eternal. I love Leicester.
What's your favorite food?
Oh, favourite food. Anything that's vegan, that's my favourite. I do. I'm quite happy just to go to the chippy and buy a bag of chips. That'd be really nice. But anything vegan, I'm happy with.
Favorite book?
Richard Branson's and Michael Cook. So Richard Branson, because my family always wanted me to get into the hosiery business and start getting involved and start something of my own. So I studied Richard Branson's book, and then at the end of it, I just thought, hang on a minute, if I did what everybody else is doing, making money, because then there'll be a lot of people out there who won't have a lot of help. I could have done both, but then I chose to sort of, just for the parents' sake, for mother's sake, went and did business management, but then just got involved in just politics, really, just to help out people.
You started your career at a very young age, has been politics. What's your message to people who want, in that same situation in the same age group, they want to pursue the politics career?
My message to people out there is always take the opportunity, never say no, and go out there and help the community, because at the end of the day, it's a very small world, and if you consider your community as your family, you can help them.
What's the most challenging part of in your being a councillor life?
Everything's quite easy, really. Especially when you got the officers, great officers who are there to support you. Most challenging is facing and keeping our frontline services open, especially when there are cuts. So we have a lot of cuts, but keeping and maintaining our frontline services is a big challenge for us.
Past 18 months, everybody faced a lot of different challenges, high and low. How are you coping past this time?
We tried to get out and about where we could and help out the communities. We've opened up a community. In nowadays it's this common word, food bank, but we opened up a food bank. We deliver to a lot of the families, the vulnerable, the children, especially during holidays and stuff, especially the families who can't come out. So we've delivered to them via personally or through volunteers or taxi services. We've managed it, but it's been a really big challenge throughout for the last 18 months. It's been very difficult for everyone. I do want to take time and say thank you to especially the police, the fire brigade, the NHS, the volunteers, the neighbours that we have in our communities who've gone out there and reached out to people that a lot of people wouldn't. So it's been challenging, but a great big thank you to all those volunteers who've been out there to help everyone.
What's the good come out from this lockdown?
It's brought us together as a whole big family. That's the main thing that's happened, because before, a lot of people, we didn't know our neighbours or we didn't know other communities, but during this lockdown we've all come together as a great big family, a very close-knit community who you just have to literally raise an issue and there's hundreds of people out there to help you. So it's brought us all together and made us all aware that how important your family is, especially during these times and stuff. So important time with the family. It's not all about money or and everything else. Just basically being communities, bringing communities together and spending a lot of time with your family, which is more valuable than money.
Tell us a bit about how excited you are when you've been nominated for this role.
Well, it's a privilege to be the Lord Mayor for the City of Leicester. It's not how I visioned, but due to lockdown, unfortunately, it was a virtual event that took place at the town hall. But more of it on a good side, a lot of my family from across the world, whether it be in Canada, America, India, Australia, they're all able to join me So on a positive note, that was a good thing, but that's not how I visualised it all being happening.
Let's say we can talk about a little bit. What's the Lord Mayor's roles? What's the day-to-day job is?
Okay, the Lord Mayor is a first citizen of Leicester and seen as the principal person for the city, not when the royalty is present or the Lord Lieutenant.
As a Lord Mayor, must be monitored so many different events, and when you're taken over as a Lord Mayor, and most of the events was a close, and how you feel your time that time?
At some of the events we did online, which was fun, and after when it was all relaxed and everything, and meeting people face to face, we were overwhelmed, and people say, "Oh, it's really nice to see you." It's like one of our RAF commander. We met him online, and to see him face to face last week is really good. So it's just. It was good to meet people face to face rather than being just on screens. So it's a joy, really.
Leicester is full of events, very diverse, a lot of different things, and every street corner Leicester tell his own story. We talk about early on. You're born in India, grew up in Belgrave area. So now you're being a Lord Mayor, and Diwali just around the corner, but we don't know what's the plan. Christmas around the corner. Are you expecting to visit those events?
Absolutely. I've not once missed any of these events. I look forward to all, whether it be Diwali, Christmas, Eid, Vaisakhi. I attend to all the events regular every year on the year, and I'm always on time.
You know that we were sitting in your office and you say this is not Lord Mayor office, this is the community office. What's the protocol is if people want to come and say hello to you and visit your office?
They just let us know, and we let our support team know, and you're most welcome to come and visit the Lord Mayor. The Lord Mayor's office is public's office.
Just last Sunday, this weekend actually, was a Raksha Bandhan. It's a very big event in the Hindu calendar, and I with myself in a Melton Road, we was visiting, and hall full of Indian sweet shops full of people. And as you can see that buzz come back. You think we've been expecting the same buzz in the town in a few months?
Well, let's hope so, because everybody's very eager to come out and celebrate, all the events. Because during the lockdown, there's been a lot of events that were cancelled, and people couldn't go out to, whether if it's to pray to the temple or to meet or visit people or families and friends. So let's hope in the next coming months we can all come together and celebrate even better. And I do hope, if everybody has their jabs and we're all protected, we can come out and say, look, hang on a minute, we've beaten this virus. And so I'd say to people, please go out there and get your vaccination, and we can all be protected. And the sooner we do that, the sooner we can come out and enjoy the festival periods, and we can go and meet our loved ones.
If I ask this question, what's your favorite moment so far being a Lord Mayor?
That's a hard one to ask, because every moment I take, it's very special to me, because being the first citizen of Leicester, anything that comes my way or anybody I meet, I welcome them with both my hands, and just seeing people out there, just walking from the town hall to your studio today, I met so many people, and they were really happy to see me, even though I weren't wearing my chains, but people knew who I was, and so it's a really good feeling, and being able to help people. That's one of the things that I really look forward to doing, and that's one of my really proud moments when I meet people, and I cherish every moment of that.
Last few things. Being a youngest Lord Mayor, very proud moment for yourself and your family. But at the same time, it's quite challenging as well, and especially right now when you've been appointed, it's quite challenging time. So how you tackle that?
The thing is, challenges are made to conquer. So, if there's no challenge, there won't be any exams. We'll all get degrees. So, I'd say to people, if there are challenges, go ahead, think positive, and tackle them.
What's your final word to people who are watching this episode?
Well, I'd like to say thank you, especially to yourself, Pukaar News for 10th edition. I believe it's been running for 10 years now. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, 10 years. But I've known you for over 15 years, most of your life in Leicester. To people out there, please get your vaccines as soon as possible, and so we can conquer this virus. And please keep your eyes and ears open for all the people out there who need any help, because just think of them as your extended family, because you're the only one who can help them.
Lord Mayor, thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you.
Once again, thank you very much for watching this episode. As Lord Mayor said, if every challenge make a difference, be a game changer. I will be back next week with a new guest. Stay tuned. Let's talk more with Renewables Up.